Russia, John McCain had conceded the initiative to his contender Democrat Barack Obama. Now, what could raise the popularity rating of this radical militarist, a Russian threat? Just exactly what all Western media howled about after the Caucasus War proved to be a very good injection for McCain's rating.
Russian actions in clear violation of international law have no place in 21st century Europe.
1 week after Georgia's incursion into Ossetia, the rating of Republican McCain went up, and for the first time in this campaign, leveled out with Democrat Obama's rating, and then gained a few points. Now let's see how the rough information war was unleashed in the so-called democratic mass media. Russia's invasion of Georgia represents the most serious challenge to this political order since Slobodan Milosevic unleashed the demons of ethnic nationalities in the Balkans. What is happening in Georgia today, therefore, is not simply a territorial dispute. It is a struggle about whether a new dividing line is drawn across Europe between nations that are free to determine their own destinies and nations that are consigned to the Kremlin's autocratic orbit. Today's Russia now stands revealed as a bully, wrapped in nationalism and cloaked with its leader's arrogance. Prime Minister Vladimir Putin's adventure in Georgia has produced shock and awe at the sight of tanks, planes, and warships mobilized against a small neighbor. Did Russia attack Georgia? Do you still think so? Most likely not, but probably you have a question. Why Russia came to protect South Ossetia? But Saakashvili's regime, killing 66 Russian peacekeepers and 1,692 Russian citizens, committed a crime against Russia. These peacekeepers are called peacekeepers because they mustn't shoot them. Some of our citizens hid there, hoping that they wouldn't be attacked. But they attacked and inflicted airstrikes on whatever they liked. The peacekeepers' mission is to support peace in conflict regions. To kill a peacekeeper is a serious war crime. Even 10 years ago, a weakened Russia might have accepted this blow, but modern Russia is not going to put up with wrong. For each crime, Russia has an adequate response. On the 8th of August, the South Ossetian Press and Information Committee broadcast an appeal from the Republic's citizens to President Dmitry Medvedev. We should remind you that the majority of Ossetians have Russian passports and citizenship. These Russians appealed to their president from Tsinwal's basements to save their lives, their homes, and their republic. Georgia's acts have caused loss of life, including among Russian peacekeepers. The situation reached the point where Georgian peacekeepers opened fire on the Russian peacekeepers with whom they are supposed to work together to carry out their mission of maintaining peace in this region. Civilians, women, children, and old men are dying today in South Ossetia, and the majority of them are citizens of the Russian Federation. In accordance with the Constitution and the federal laws, as President of the Russian Federation, it is my duty to protect the lives and dignity of Russian citizens wherever they may be. This war has split the Caucasus. Russia and South Ossetia have lost their citizens. Georgia has lost the possibility to join NATO because of the unresolved territorial conflict. Saakashvili's regime has lost the last trust of the Georgian people. South Ossetia has won its independence, but paid too high a price for it, the price that it was forced to pay. Such a terrible bombing. Look at the city. What does it look like? They used multiple rocket launchers. And what did we have? We didn't have anything, even against the tanks. It wasn't a war. What kind of war was that? To come into a village to the people who have a spade or a hoe as weapons in the so-called war? Really, they were scorched fields, as they called it, clean fields, sweeping everything away, leaving nothing, not even the people of this nation. Nobody fights like this. They are cowards. They attacked old men and women. They are cowards indeed. The task is not to sympathize with us or express a favorable attitude. The task is that this must not happen again, anywhere. That's why international organizations should stay here, analyze what happened, and do everything for it not to happen again, so that South Ossetia becomes the last place where such murderous deeds were carried out. In short, we saw Armageddon. Everybody is afraid of Armageddon, but we saw it.
Завжди